We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right out of the gate, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the New York Giants. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down and 6 now from the 26.
Here we go, set.
Throwing, dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw, dart. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10.
Here we go.
Dart. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Dart looking to throw again. That is incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
On the quick, right?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Open man is Higgins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
A shotgun snap to Stroud. That is caught. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from Maple's draft. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7. In motion goes the tight end. Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
All right. Swap.
Stroud looking to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guy. It's a great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
1st and 10. It's ETN. They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. They'll go again with ETN. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
70 Lions.
Play fake, and here's Dart. And incomplete on the deep ball.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. Officially that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mixing up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Third and 4. Stroud to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Dart. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Jameis to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue ready. Stop.
Winston now. Well, that one's drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Ready? Ready to go.
To throw, Winston. Catch made by Slayton. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Blue lady.
Jameis again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 4th down, so Jameis Winston is off. Matt Gay is on for the field goal. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. Up the middle they go with Adams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Ready?
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Caught here, right side, Knoll. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
On the ready.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready, ready. Cut, cut.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried to run through the entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. honed in on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Down.
Up the middle they go. Marks. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Come on, set. Set, cut.
Back to throw. Donahue. Now he's going to step up and run. And he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Giants 3. Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That's complete to Slayton. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
At the 40-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake, Winston. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. gun. He'll hand this off. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Tracy trying the right side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Ready.
Now Winston. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before any mischief.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Red, 38. Ready.
Off the play fake. Donahue. And the giant rush gets hosed. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Got it.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun. Donahue. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Ready.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
At the 34-yard line.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Wishnowski set to kick
Probably
off.
not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think it was that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Donahue. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Donahue. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw. Donahue. This pass complete to Higgins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready,
on first down, this is Adams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Marks. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Ready?
Back to throw. Donahue. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead. Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast and in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. Now and he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down.
Second down.
He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
Here we go. Ready.
Run up the middle, Adams. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long.
Set. What? Set.
Operating from the gun. Donahue. Oh, the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
He's across midfield, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff running through the middle. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Wait. Ready. Watch 20. Hey, 5-0. Let me go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rallied quickly after the broken tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3rd down, here's Tracy. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. 4th down, so Jameis Winston is off. Matt Gay is on for the field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. Gay's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Well, a pretty important sequence here, CD. They were trailing in the 2nd half. The interception gives them the opportunity, and the field goal gives them the lead.
And what a clutch play. You love to see guys come through like that. Now it's their game to lose. Time to get back out
25 to the 27.
They're on the 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Third quarter of a two-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Donahue. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On to give, it's Adams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Let's go. Red, 38. Ready?
Up the middle they go. Marks. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. The Texans on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And the defense closes quickly there, and they get maybe a yard to the 33.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Sonic! Black 22!
Here's Winston. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Ready! Black 25!
Now Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. He called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Donahue. That is caught. It's Xavier Hutchinson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
A gain of 14. And the Texans first down.
Here we go.
On the handoff, Adams here. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 21, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
It's a gain of 6.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. Black 40. Check, Hunt.
Looking to throw. Donahue. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Following the interception, Winston. A short throw there pulled in by Allen. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
White 25. Let him go.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Ready. Blue. Let him go.
And it's a fumble. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
from the 38 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Ready.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Winston. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Ready. Back, 25, behind.
Winston. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18.
And the Giants' 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off.
White 25.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one, they may need to get back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Ready. Where do we go?
Now Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
The pass on first down. Chauncey Golston on the stop. Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Got it.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Set, hut. Hut, hut.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. He's gonna let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Texans use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready? Blue way.
Winston. And this one is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Blue way.
Winston to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Here's Winston. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans are going to win the football game.
Down. Yellow, 43. Ready, ready.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Let's go. Blue, 32.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.